Hello, Helen.
Hello, Daniel.
Right, we're on Facebook.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Kitchen in Green Bubble today. Obviously, I am not Jackie. So, Jackie's not in with us today, so you've got me, unfortunately. So we'll see how we get on. Today, we are making Shepherd's lost his sheep shepherd's pie.
No, what I had the other day, Helen.
What you had, Daniel?
I had shepherd's pie the other day.
Oh, there we go. So this is Shepherd's lost his sheep shepherd's pie.
Never heard of that, Helen.
What do we mean by lost his sheep? Well, basically, we're not going to be using lamb mince. We're going to be making our shepherd's pie with Quorn. So, in the kitchen with me today, I've got fantastic Richie.
Hello.
We've got the lovely Chris.
Hello.
And the fantastic Simon.
Hello.
Hello.
So, our ingredients today, everybody, to make our shepherd's lost his sheep shepherd's pie is we've got our Quorn mince. Now, I've never used this before. This is fresh Quorn mince.
Oh, yeah.
It looks really lovely and chunky. So we've got Quorn mince, we've got vegetarian gravy granules, to flavour our shepherd's pie, we've got some salt and pepper, some Dijon mustard, and then we're going to need an onion. We've got courgettes to add some body. And then we've got potatoes that we've boiled.
Seems to work. I think she would expect
First off, who wants to do an onion? Chop an onion? Kindly chop an onion, please, sir. Simon, do you want to start grating the courgette, please? Yeah, so I'm just going to borrow his knife.
Right, Helen.
Yeah.
I've muted Daniel in the green bubble because there's some clicking noise going on. I'm going to go downstairs now and operate it from down there.
Right. Okay, so you grate that. Now, Chris.
Yeah.
We are going to start making our mashed potatoes. Okay? So, as I say, we've already pre-cooked our potatoes because that would take far too long doing this live. So, what me and Chris are going to do now is we're going to make our mash. So, I'm going to take this over to the sink, Chris. And can you put the sieve, the colander, in the sink, please? Right, and we're going to very carefully drain this. Right, are you feeling strong today, Chris?
Yeah.
Excellent. Right, can you put that back there? If you run that over to the sink, please, because we won't need that again. Okay. So, Mark says he's muted you guys. So, if you've got questions, Daniel, do you remember how to do the raise your hand thing?
What, Helen?
Do you remember how to do your raise your hand thing?
Yeah, I do.
Excellent. So, mute yourself again. If you've got any questions about the recipe, just put your hand up, okay? Fantastic. Right, Chris. We need some butter.
Yeah.
Could you get me a butter knife, please? So, right. Slight problem, guys. I'm just going to see if we can resolve this. That onion is absolutely mank. Okay. We're just going to check on something. Yeah, you'll get a bit out of it. Perfect. Well done. that up.
Yeah.
And that'll do. Yep. That can go in the bin, absolutely. Perfect, right. So, what we want to do, guys, to make our mashed potato is we want to put a really lovely big knob of butter in with our potatoes. Yeah. So, a good slice off like that. Yeah. And in the pan, please. So, as always, before we start today, we have all put our aprons on. Richie's tied his hair back especially.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've washed our hands, of course. So now that we've put a good knob of butter in, we're also going to put a splash of milk. So we've got a good splash of milk. And one more thing to make it really flavorful. Salt. Yeah. So we're just going to put a little sprinkling of salt in as well. Now, if you don't want to put salt in, that's absolutely fine. Said you were feeling strong, didn't you? Let's get mashing.
What?
Well, I would, yeah. Cheese is absolutely delicious on a shepherd's pie.
So,
And actually,
Hello,
Simon,
everybody.
you get white chocolate one. Oh, put some cheese on top.
Yeah.
Would you get another grater?
Cheese
Grate
on.
some cheddar, please.
what cheese on?
So, white chocolate board for dairy. You get
Oops,
one of them. Hello, Heather.
Hello. oops. Oh. Hello, oops.
Why was it Heather? Okay. Excellent. Well done, Richie. That's perfect.
Hello. Oh, you're doing that, Helen.
I am doing it today, yes.
Yes.
So, today
Because
we are making Shepherd's lost his sheep, shepherd's pie.
Oh.
So, the shepherd's lost his sheep bit is because we're using
Quorn Mince.
Quorn Mince. Perfect.
Oh.
So, on that side, I'll cut you a couple of blocks off.
That's why.
Thank you.
Simon's going to grate some cheddar to go on the top. So, Chris is mashing away. Doing a great job there. To make sure you get down all the sides and get that butter in the middle. Well, yes, do. Yep. Keep going. You're doing a brilliant job. So, we've made our mash. We've half cooked some carrots and some parsnips. What we're going to do now is we are going to start frying up our onions and our corn. Right. Next job, Richie.
Yeah.
We need to make our gravy. So, 8 teaspoons in there. And we'll start doing our frying one thing and another. Let's have a look. You've done an excellent job on this, Chris. Well done. So just making sure that no lumps of bumps. Is it good mashes? Mark was complaining about my mash the other night.
Why?
He said I made it too lumpy.
Okay.
Mark likes a really, really smooth mash.
Aye.
And that looks. He's done it perfect.
What we having that with?
What time have we mashed? Oh, we did them IQ meatballs and IQ gravy.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
was delicious. There we go. Right. Ah.
Yeah.
So, onions in the frying pan, and then we'll turn it on. We're just going to soften these. We don't want to brown them. Chris, could you take that to the wash? Richie, could you take that to the wash, please? Yeah. So I'm going to turn our heat on. Make sure you get the right hob. So as I said, these don't want to hard fry. We're just gently softening them. So Chris, you keep an eye on those onions for me, please.
Yeah.
Right, so that was 80 teaspoons.
Yes.
And that is for 1 pint. So it needs to be up to that line there, please.
Yeah.
And we'll evaluate whether it's enough or not. So, quick drink. So, as you see, this gravy is vegetarian gravy. And looking at the ingredients in it, it's got things like celery, mushroom, onion, herbs and spices. So it should be packed full of flavour. Now I've got an extra teaspoon here. That looks fun. I'm going to have a little taste. And it's always good to taste out food. Ow. Before we make out things up. I think that needs some extras in it. I think it does. I would put, don't use that one because I've had me cover on that, a big teaspoon of mustard. You can't get those bits? Do you want me to get those bits for you? Huh? Speffi's in training. So we've preheated our oven to about 170 degrees, 180 degrees, something like that. Just helping Simon get the last of this cheddar grated. It's quite a soft cheddar, this. And we can start to hear the onions frying, can't we, Chris? Making Shepherd's lost his sheep, Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's lost his sheep.
Shepherd's pie.
So it's Quorn Mince.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Right, so that's our cheese done. That's our gravy done.
Hey, Helen.
Okay. Yes.
Helen. I'm not in a minute.
Okay. Let's have a look.
See you in a minute.
Oh, smell of frying onions is nothing better. So, because the heat's already away with that.
Shepherd's lost his sheep pie.
At least you got cheese, that's so it's a lot.
Oh.
Good loss.
Can't not put cheese on top.
It sounds like Spiff's gone there. Is it?
Sorry?
It sounds like Spiff has gone
What's this?
kitchen. Oh, yes.
We didn't hear me, I think.
I am here lurking behind the camera.
No.
Hello, Spiff.
I wish I'd known that we were doing this today, or I was cooking this today, because I would have brought me Henderson's in.
Teaspoon of
What are you saying? Give me something.
Oh. Sorry, Heather.
What are you saying? Add us something.
So I would have brought Henderson's in. Now, Henderson's is an alternative to Living Perils Worcestershire sauce.
Oh,
It's a vegetarian and vegan alternative.
Oh, yeah.
And it's made
Oh.
and it's absolutely delicious. But it's vegetarian. So it will go with Quorn Mince. It's veggie.
I didn't know that.
Steal a spin.
No, she didn't do it.
Right. Now that that's away frying, we're going to add the wash, please, sir. We're going to add our Quorn Mince first, I think, and then we'll add our other vegetables. So as I say, we're using fresh Quorn Mince today, and I've never used this.
Hey, Helen.
You won't let me in.
What?
Got it.
What was it? What is shepherd is something, Helen?
Making a mess.
What were you making again?
Right.
Hey,
You
Helen.
keep that moving, please, sir. Thank you. Well done. Keep stirring. Yes.
What?
Get rid of what?
Where?
So, into our pan, we've got our onions frying. No, it's just onion. No.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want with this recipe. Shepherd's pie and cottage pie. You can add whatever herbs you want. If it was cottage pie, would maybe go sage or thyme. I think shepherd's pie, maybe a bit of the mixed herb.
Oh, I don't mix that.
Mixed herb, I think. Yes. So, right down to the bottom of the pan, otherwise it'll stick, yeah? Okay, keep stirring. Okay, next thing we need to do, guys, is we need to drain our par-cooked vegetables. So if someone drains that out, please. And the next thing we're going to add to our vegetarian shepherd's pie is our grated courgette. So this adds some body and some extra, part of your pie a day.
Yeah.
That is grated courgette. Oh, can you get rid of that, please? Thank you, Richie. That's perfect. So we're going to add that quite late, I think. We're going to get that right stirred. So you want to mix it up really, really well. Everybody's cameras are turned off.
Everyone's gone.
Okay. Get that.
Carried on it.
Right.
Everyone's gone on.
So
Jackie's not
we've
here.
got about a pint
Jackie's not here.
of gravy here. We might need a bit more, but we'll start with a pint.
Yeah.
We're going to add that in.
That's looking nice.
It's looking nice. Now, as I say, we always test as we go.
Yeah.
So we're going to let that simmer for a minute. And then we'll give it a bit of a taste. So guys, while we're letting that cook down a bit, what we all got planned for tea tonight?
I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a good question, that.
Do you know, I don't know either.
No, that is
I
definitely.
might think about it. Well, I could have an either omelette or jacket potato. I mean,
What was it, Helen?
sweet potato, I think.
You got Eva tonight.
Yes, we've got Eva's corn.
Oh, Eva's show.
Hey,
No,
Helen.
that's right, isn't it?
Who was that bird?
I haven't done any more of that.
Hello.
I
Hello.
won't do this.
Oh,
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
Oh, he's been round.
He's been round.
Set his eye on
He's
things.
been.
So, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go down another
What's
spoon.
Spiff's
Testing.
saying he likes?
Oh,
He's been.
what the ever?
There's a picture up to the autumn.
Oh,
That's quite a few things. Oh, no. Hey, Donna. You want to come and say hello to the people on film?
no.
Hey, Donna.
Bitch, I'm here.
It's cold today, Heather.
I know.
I had to put my jacket on, Heather.
Yes.
As I was saying, you can do whatever you want to your shepherd's pie. If you want to make this with proper lamb mince, that's perfectly good too.
You could.
You can add herrings to your gravy to add some flavour. You could add a splash of red wine if you wanted to add some flavour. We've added some Dijon mustard today because we're keeping it vegetarian, so we're not fully impressing.
No.
But I'm going to add some dried mixed herbs as well, just to add that extra bit of flavour in. Because the Quorn mince is quite bland. It's not got a great big flavour like lamb does. So yeah, I'm going to add a really good big spoon mixed herbs. That's about a tablespoon. Don't want to be shy with it.
No.
Got a taste. So let's have a look, Chris. Get that well stirred in. Oh, can you smell the herbs now? Delicious. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a little taste, guys, because I want to know whether this needs salt and pepper in. Because as I say, it probably will.
I think you probably will with it being Quorn mince.
Because Quorn mince is quite bland, it likely needs a helping hand. We see you got a new spoon. I'm not double dipping.
I'm not.
That's not bad actually. I'm going to put, you're double dipping. I'm going to put a little touch of salt in. So put it on my hand first to make sure that I'm not over salting this. So it's about half a teaspoon of salt in. And I'm going to just put a little tiny dash of white pepper. Right. And that is our mixture pretty much made up. The last thing to do, turn that right down, is just to add our other vegetables in. So who wants to pour the other veg in? On you go. Oh, then. Give it away. Perfect. So, that is our mixture all put together and all ready. The last thing to do is to actually make up our shepherd's pie. Now, put this out there into TV land.
Oh, TV land.
Mark made a suggestion earlier,
He did?
right? And Mark's suggestion was that we should pipe our mashed potatoes on top of our shepherd's pie. Is that a good yes? Should we pipe it or should we do it?
Oh, there's a thumbs up.
Oh, there's Mark.
Mark, yeah, there's
I'm
Mark.
piping me match.
Yeah, Mark says pipe.
Right, so we need the piping bags.
Mark, you do it.
Yeah, Mark.
Right.
Mark, you do it.
Mark should come down there and show people how to pipe.
So, get rid of that.
So, is Mark with this?
Do you know, don't take the minute, Mark's a really, really good cook, you know.
I know, I've seen it.
Really good cook.
When he's done with you.
One of Mark's specialties, right?
How old was you?
Okay.
Yeah, and twist it the same
Oh, I can, you know.
Well,
Oh, that's everything.
yeah.
Right.
That'll be good.
Oh, what?
Right.
Wow.
There we go. So, just pop that in the bin for me, please. Right, we need to make up our shepherd's pie. So I've got a really big casserole dish here.
Oh, it's
The heat,
sure.
right? Now, if I was at home, I would suggest that we just pour this in. But as it's really hot and it's quite big, can someone start spooning it in, please?
Mm-hmm. That way, isn't it? The big one.
Right. Piping bags. You are right, Richie. That's the one. Yes. piping nozzle? Where's my nozzle? I can't find the nozzle. I knew that I'd get a right there.
He's left the nozzle. No.
Heretic.
What? What?
What, Helen? What can the Helen find?
Big nozzle.
What's that?
Right. One of these, but big. It's a
Oh,
full
right.
piping nozzle. And there should be a great big one.
Have you lost it?
And it's not here.
All right.
Well, that's annoying. Where's my nozzle gone?
I don't know.
It is disgraceful.
Shocking.
Who's nicked me nozzle?
Well.
Nope, it's not in there.
If you don't tell me,
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Someone's nicked me nozzle.
I've heard of very many problems, but somebody stealing your big nozzle is
I
like
don't
that.
think mashed tape is going to go through that.
Aye, well, you just have to squeeze out of it.
Oh,
Right then.
You want, you know you want.
Well, if it don't work, it don't work.
Oh, smells good, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Thank
The
you.
lads have done a sterling effort.
Nice and soft, though. Very good. Well done.
Excellent job, guys. Get the last of that in. Right. Now, I don't know if she's watching out there on Facebook Live,
Who?
but my mum.
your mum won't be watching, she'll be.
But
Oh.
I just want to say thank you very much to my mum because
Why?
she donated this excellent dish to us.
Oh, what
Today.
to you?
But to Heathlands.
All right, excellent. Thank you, Helen's mum, if you're watching it. TV land. You might be. And you might not be.
I'm not using the nozzle because I just dropped it on the floor.
You might. Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll pipe it on to get a nice even consistency, right? But then I'll show you how to decorate it with a fork.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I've this one to your mum in case she was watching. Not the TV
So
land.
there we go.
You might be.
So we're going to put our piping bag over our hand like this. And because we're putting made our mash,
It'll be cold
it's not piping hot.
because if you put pipe in hot,
It's going to work
it
your hand.
sucks. No, if you put it sinks.
It does sink.
You just go.
So there we go.
No, it just goes warm.
Yeah, I'm going to have to investigate that because I had a lovely big piping nozzle. Oh, it was fantastic. And I've got no idea where that's gone.
Oh. Grace, stand up, mate. Honestly.
You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Put that down a second, no, would you? I'm just going to make sure I get everything out of the pan. We're on your hobs off, yeah? Is anyone going to have a go at piping? Yeah. Yeah?
What was that, Helen?
We're piping our potatoes on. So I've got here a disposable piping bag.
That's handy.
Sorry, Daniel?
I was saying that's handy.
Yeah, it's really handy. So what we want to do is get the air out, and then we twist it, right? Okay. I'm going to snip the end, yep. And we're going to squeeze, do you see? Now, should we just make sure that this is nice and flat for you to pipe onto? Right, and then you're just going to squeeze all over like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you squeeze from the top,
Yeah.
not from the middle.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Have a go. So, you see how you're squeezing in the middle?
Yeah.
What you want to do is squeeze from up here.
Oh.
So, don't worry about how it looks, because we're going to use a fork to decorate it. Have another go. It's a bit smaller now. Fill her in.
I think we're almost finished. I thought we were upstairs.
You're almost
I think
finished.
you were almost finished.
Great job. So we're going to do some fork decorating. Do you want me to finish it off?
Yeah.
And I'll show you. Just make sure that we've got an even layer everywhere. Because as you say, we don't want it to sink.
No. No, that's good.
Looks like we've got a perfect amount of potato here.
Looks good.
Right. So,
Hello, Mark.
just use a fork
Hello, Mark.
and spread it
No,
out.
you're there. That was Frank before.
Hello, Mark.
Oh, sorry.
So, if I was at home,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'll show you something. You can just fork it all in one line like that. But when I do it at home, because I feel fancy, I go one way, the other way.
All right.
One
yeah.
way, the other way.
The other way.
And it kind of makes this kind of basket look, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you see?
Yeah.
But you can decorate your pie however you wish. Yep. Hi, Chris. Yeah, we're fantastic, thank you. And it's lovely to hear from you. Hope the weather's nice down there in sunny Blackpool.
Where are you, Mark?
Blackpool.
In
I'm
Blackpool.
going to turn this round so I can work the other direction. And there we have it. Now, I'm going to lift this up to the camera so you guys can have a look at what this looks like. And then we're going to put the cheese all over the top. So, hopefully, you guys can see our decorated pie. Sprinkle with cheese, please. So, you just want a nice layer all over. So, if you sprinkle it like this. Yep. We're probably not going to need all that cheese. Little bit more. Just fill in the gaps, and then we'll get her in the oven. Now, this needs to go into the oven. Let me just double check what this recipe says. We've kind of winged it today. We haven't really followed the recipe. This is bake for 20 to 25 minutes. I would probably go for more like half an hour, to be perfectly honest. But yeah.
That'll be it, Chris.
Fan oven 180, like I said, for about half an hour. Oh, perfect, guys. And what we'll do is we will take some photographs after it's come out of the oven, and we'll add that to the feed so you guys can see what it looks like when it's finished. Does anybody have any questions?
Look, nice fun.
Thank you very much, guys. Well, I just want to say thank you very much for putting up with me today. It's actually been great fun, so thank you for asking me to do it, guys. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Richie.
Thank you, Helen.
And thank you, everybody out there in TV land for joining us today.
Hey, Helen.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye, Chris.
Bye.